Hello, everybody, it's F-Early aka Otis here, back with another video, and you can see it's F1 Simmerson round 4 at Jeddah. You can see the stands here, we're P8, which is not where we want to be. So, yep, see what happens in this race. I'm sure a lot of you know what happened in this race, but anyway, it's first Q1 lap about to happen. This is a track that I felt pretty confident at. Not really my best track in the event, but it was a really good one. So yeah, let's see what happens. You know, anything can happen a track like this. Anything, including a crashing quality. It could be GG's, be at the back in Q1, or in the race it could be big crashes. As it's such a tight, fast, and bendy street track. We're going to start our first run now. Coming across the line, bin the battery, going into turn number 1, just after the 100-meter board. Apex over the curb, use the whole of the right curb. The throttle as you can, 90% ERS. Going into turn 4, very close to the wall. A 5th gear, hold 5th gear, and then stay as tight to the walls. Once again, mount that right-hander, going to the next right, into the next left. Big snaps of oversteer, as you can see. We're sliding all over the place. 31.7 first, which is not really good, but we've got to get the rest of that hooked up. Going around this left, car sliding a little bit on the rear, tire temp on the rear spikes a little bit. Go into fast right and left, getting it pretty decent on that occasion. We're now going into turn 23 and 24. Set up the corner, going as wide as possible, and then fling it in to the left-hander. An 8-9 middle sector split. We open the DRS once again on the battery. See, the last corner, very easy to mess up the braking zone. You can easily lock the fronts and go wide, but we get it very right, very close to the wall, and in the DRS once again, tightest line across the line, and that is P4. The lap wasn't really good, so yeah. Anyway, we got through it anyway. That's the main thing. Just as long as we get the laps in, that's the main thing. It doesn't really matter if we're not P1 in Q1 or Q2. As long as we get through, that's the main thing. As we start our first Q2 run, yeah, we didn't do a USET run because I didn't really feel like doing one. And then we go into turn number 1 once again. Missing apex again. Going to turn 2, using a lot of the curb. Getting a bit of oversteer, wheel spin on the exit. Trying to floor it as early as I could. Turn 4. Once again, having a little bit of snaps through the left. Going through these corners. And then through the right-hander. And then through the left, and we see him make massive mistakes. And this quality isn't quite gelling with us. 7.6 first so far, and getting close to the wall there, pretty good, pretty strong. And this is one of the tracks that obviously we have very minimum practice, so it's very tough to get a lap correctly. You can see we have big snaps, we go very wide, and we go wide for the left, because it also sets up the next corner, and we messed both of the corners up. Going into the fast left and right. Again, big snaps on the steering wheel, and just the lap isn't good so far. Not feeling very strong at the moment. Going into the final corner now. Getting the rotation nicely, and then big snaps. But I think I kind of destroyed the rear tires. But yeah, lap wasn't good. From the 26.872. Which is really poor. So, of course, we're to go again. And you can see we're P10. Freddy actually didn't beat our lap, so yeah, time to do another lap. We're gonna get the lap together this time, otherwise we're out in Q2. So, going in towards turn number 1, we have some kind of delta glitch, I think. Going into turn 1, using the curb a lot better, not getting the wheel spin that we did on the previous lap. 800 up already, and now going through the next corner, using Really good amount of curb, getting close to the wall on the inside of tin 4. Getting once again close to the wall through these fast section of corners. Once again, you can see the rear sliding everywhere. The setup is very pointy, so I'm sliding quite a lot. 5-7 first, going into this long left-hander, and this is all we need to improve by and be easy through. So no risk anymore. And then we go into this corner, make a massive mistake, and that is a 10th and a half lost already. So we need to really send it now, because it's going to be very close to see if we're through or not. And our split is not really good as we go through this left-right. And we absolutely sent it through the left-right. We've gained a bit of time, and now is our opportunity to gain even more time in the last sector. Going into the final corner now, going to break as late as possible. Going into the last corner, you can see we missed the apex quite a lot, but at least we carried the speed on the exit. And not too bad at the end. Come across the line, and we did a 6-5, which is going to be very close to see if we're through or not. Fingers crossed we are. You can see Thomas Gal actually retired, and he's on the 6-7, so it's very risky from him. Fabrizio Donoso, our teammate, is also about to set a lap. At the moment, 2 cars are finished underneath us. We've got Josh, who's just finished. Lucas Blakely is out. So we are safely through now, which is nice. And you can see, about to see our teammate Fabrizio Donoso. He's going to set the lap. He also scuffed the lap up, but he had a better split in the middle sector than us. So let's see where he can put his car. And he puts his P9. And you can see Thomas Gal, who retired, is P11, which made a massive mistake for him. And yeah, we're safely through into Q2. And you saw much time we lost in our lap. Yeah, I'll take it. It's not too bad. And now we're just gonna focus and forget that happened, because it can be quite a confident hitter as soon as you don't do a good lap in Q2 or Q1. So gonna go take it to the head and just forget about it. And now this is our first Q3 run. I'm into turn number 4 now. Getting the rotation much nicer. The setup, I think, suited a lot more with Q3, because obviously that's what we kind of make our setups off. I don't really practice that much Q1 or Q2, mainly because I'm confident enough that I can get to Q3 anyway, as we go into this long left 5-4 split. Yeah, we're in the part where we practice the most, so we gotta peak the lap. Going through this right-left section, slightly missing the apex, tapping the wall on the exit actually, and now going through these DRS zones. Now about to set up the fastest corner on the track, into the left-right, absolutely peaking that, a 6-0 split, which is not too bad. Going into the final, the penultimate DRS zone of the track. So you go as tight as possible to minimize the distance. Going into the final corner, braking as late as you can, getting the apex much nicer than the previous lap in Q2. And you see about to come across the line to set a .447, which was okay bank at the time. 2 mistakes on the lap, but yeah, is what it is. Got a banker on the board, so see what happens. See our teammate in P6, which is good. A lot of people obviously on U-Set 1, so yeah, final lap of Q3 now. We're going to see big push now for the final run, and starting our lap 100th down somehow. Going into turn number 1, absolutely sending it over the left, over the right as well, getting turn 1 and 2 very strongly, getting the better exit than the previous lap. Going into turn 4, getting the apex not so good. We missed the apex a little and lost a few hundreds at that corner, getting that corner perfectly into the right, into the left, mounting it, getting small snaps of oversteer, losing a little bit of time in the first. First was not strong, going into this long left hand, to get very close to the wall. You can see how much we're pushing this car to the limit, going into this long right kink and now into small left kink, and then straight into a braking zone, into the right, into the left, absolutely sending it. And we didn't get the right rotation what we wanted for that corner. We've lost probably a 10th so far on this lap, and it's just not been strong. Going into the fast left and right, sending it like crazy. We're absolutely like sending it. We lose a little bit of time in the left right, but now it's one more corner. We don't want to bottle it in the last corner. Already on for a pole position lap so far. So once again, absolutely sending it last corner, getting apex way nicer. A slightly tighter line, which loses some time on the exit, but still a 10th and a half up. And can we beat the Arnold Watmere, who's stuck it on pole? We can. We put it on P1, and waiting for 3 drivers across the line. You see Ismail beats us here in Jeddah, and there's only 4 more cars on the left to set a lap. Fabrizio, our teammate, has P9 guaranteed so far, and no one has beat our lap so far except from possibly Thomas Rona, who puts it P6, which is super crucial. And we start P2 in our 4th race in F1 Sim Racing, and surprised I was P2, to be fair. That was not the best lap ever, but GG's to Isma. He had 3 poles in a row pretty much, which is cooking from him. But yeah, onto the race. See, we're on the hards. The whole grid is on the hard medium strategy, so there's not going to be any messing about with strategy as we about to start the race. 5 red lights here in Jeddah for round 4 of F1 Sim Racing. Here's me as we go. Ordinary start. Very hard to get P1 after the start. We don't need to worry about it anyway. It's not real life F1 where you need to send it. So, yep. Our job now is to just relax. And main thing is we need to save the battery, save the tires behind Isma. Yep, as you will see in his first stint, there's not really much that's gonna happen. So we're gonna skip a lot. You know, first lap, of course, obviously got to be a bit cautious. Main thing is I kept P2, which is probably one of the best positions around this track. Moving on to lap 6 already. Nothing happened, no positions changed really except from Thomas in P5. Yeah, once again, just saving the battery. Isma's got quite a lot of pace on the hand, but at the moment we're just trying to save the tyres are our best ability. You know, we're pushing quite hard. I mean, we're losing Tom Manley also, so shows our pace is strong for both of us. See Isma flashing on the battery, saving the battery. We're to go into the final corner on exit. Got a certain case trying to stay close to Isma, and he has a massive lag spike which kind of drops him 2 positions because Tom Manley is so quick on the straight and Isma has lost 2 positions in the space of 1 straight. And unfortunately for him, he had really bad lag all of a sudden, just catch him out for some reason. I have no idea why it happened, but good for us. Anyway, you know, no idea why it happened, but yeah, things like this happen. You know, it's our way of reliability. And you can see we move on to lap 12. Nothing happened, so I kept the lead for the entire race, and now we're in the pit stops. See, Fabrizio Donoso, Thomas Rona, Jake Benham, and Danny Bresnay have already boxed, so they will undercut us most likely.
And away we go. No problems.
Hopefully, we
really
come out ahead
smooth.
of our
Aston
teammate.
Martin will no doubt be very happy with that
So
stop.
we have kind of a wall
Pit
behind
strategy
us.
complete.
And,
see these tyres through to the end now.
Into this left, our teammate Fabrizio Donoso, we can cut that white line with 2 wheels, and we get ahead of our teammate. And so we try to make a move on Jake, and we think better of it. No point risking our entire race. We could have had it. I think we could have went for it, but just not really the right move to do. Yeah, crucially, Alfie Butcher, who boxed the same lap of us, is behind our teammate. So yeah, me and Fab could get a really good result here. As Fab is currently net P5. So yeah, he's just got to do the best he can. We're trying to go for a move on Jake Benham. Of course, we can burn the battery quite hard because we got Fab behind us. And yeah, Jake's gonna be a roadblock. in this race. So we got to try and get past him with, as quickly as possible, because we don't want him holding us up, because he hasn't really got much pace on the old tyres. He boxed, I think, 2 laps before us. So yeah, we're going to try and make the move on Thomas Runner into towards 2-1. I'm very surprised he didn't try defending that, but he obviously thought better of it. And yeah, that's the move into net P3. And at this point, I'm feeling really comfortable to get the race win, because we all know how hard it is to overtake a Jeddah, especially on this esports build where there's more dirty air. Some people asked in the comments why, but this small dirty air patch, which makes it quite hard to follow. But anyway, you can see we're getting closer to Jake Benham ahead of us. He goes down the inside of Danny, kind of pushes him very wide, and then we make the switchback on Danny Bresnay. And not sure what kind of teamwork this was, but it was not the best from them. They kind of battled a bit too hard, which gifted me the P2, net P2. And now, at this moment, I'm just feeling really comfortable. I'm just slowing down to save the battery. And Danny Bresnay behind me is of course going to burn. He's going to push me into the back of Jake Benham. He wants me to overtake Jake Benham so they can double overtake me on the main straight. But you can see we're just trying to keep as much of a gap as possible. I'm comfortable with overtaking Jake in the last corner because I feel I've got a lot of grip and traction in my car. Of course, I've got fresher tyres than both of the Mercs. So you see Danny Bresnay burning his battery. So I'm very comfortable about overtaking Jake because I knew coming out this final corner I'm going to get really good traction compared to the both of them. And you see there's the gap 6 tenths to Danny Bresnay. And it was a very smart decision, and Jake Benham decides let's stick behind for this lap. Jake Benham was thinking about going to move down the inside, but we keep the position. And yeah, now we're going to lead the race for the second time. Well, net P1 of the race for the second time. Yeah, once again, tyre saving. We have to. And as you can see, Declan Barrett in front of us. Good mate of mine, of course. He's in the Visa Casap RB, working, of course, with the Red Bull guys. So he's going to try and help Jarno. You see, I'm weaving because I was not really wanting them to kind of block us. I didn't really see the point because his teammate was in the train anyway. So you know, it's not really sure what they were thinking as a team, but anyway, anything to win, I guess. You see Declan is very quick on the straights, so you know, it's gonna be very tough to get past him, but we just have so much bigger tyre advantage than them, and he's pretty much stopping on the apexes, and we don't want to get front wing damage here because that could really just ruin our entire race, as we've got to just stay as close to Declan Barrett coming at the final corner. And he's braking very early, nearly took our front wing out. And we've got Jake Benham behind who's going to be pushing us also. Bit lower wing, we're really high wing compared to a lot of people. So we're on the battery, Declan's flashing. It suggests he has no battery left. And now, excuse me, go into turn number 1. We take the lead once again, which is very crucial. We then get held up too much by Declan. And crucially, we're back into the race lead. Once again, tyre saving mode through this S section. You can see the gap, 7 tenths. And will you about to see on the bottom, just keep an eye on the bottom of the screen and the mini-map, in fact. Because Thomas Ronner dives Danny Bresnay, and
there's been an incident on track
and our teammate Fabrizio, who wouldn't have got points, has been taken out.
There are so far no plans for a safety car
in the fast section, which is so unfortunate for him. But what's really bad for our race is that we all know has pretty much got 2 positions for free, 3 positions for free, and now he sat into P3, and yes, it's gonna be he got very lucky that he didn't get taken out. So yeah, bigger threat to our race. I felt like we've been driving so good at the moment, so we're just gonna try and keep that up. Jake Benham also behind. He's of course gonna try and make an overtake on us, and yes, our opportunity to try and play a smart. You see, they're both so quick on the straight, Going down around the outside is Jake, and we've got to make sure to defend the inside. Yano tries making it 3 wide, but he backs out in a smart way. And actually, I'm just trying to play DRS game with Jake, and we get the DRS, and now is an opportunity to use it on the straight. And you can see we're about to get past Jake Benham and Yano Otmere, who's around the outside. We break very deep going into turn 1. We get the move done. He keeps it in on the inside, and we get the move crucially done. Because I felt like at this point, me being P1 was better, because if I'm in the train with Yano and he's in front of me, I feel like he's going to be really slow through the section. Of course, he's got such low wing, and Jake will be really close to me because of that. So I want to, you know, get a gap. You see the gap 6.5 temps already, which shows how much higher wing we are. But of course, you know, to overtake you need to be quick on the straight. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this last lap pans out, because if we keep P1 we can hold the gap to Yano ahead, but the difference is he's very quick on the straight, so he could probably gain that time back. And you're about to see he's gained already nearly half a second on me on the straight. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how it pans out. Jake Benham, we're going to of course hope he doesn't play anything on me as well, because of course he's very low wing too, and Yano is very quick, and he overtakes us just before the final corner, and crucially for us we get DRS, which was nice because Jake Benham behind was on the battery, and thankfully for us we had DRS because he was gaining so much on us. And thankfully into turn 1 on the penultimate lap of the race we get the keep P1, and yeah, whole goal now is to stay as close as we can to Yano. We know Yano's gonna be quick on the straight, so we don't have to worry about overtaking him. But now, see on the battery, we're just in medium and none. Our opportunity is just to save battery. We just save tires a little bit also. Jake Benham behind, a half a second behind, so looking like not really a threat anymore. So the focus is on me and Yano as we go onto the final lap of the race, and this is one of the best races you guys will ever watch. So make sure you guys stay tuned, as it's gonna be a battle for the lead between me and Yano Otmere. And as you better see, we're on 65% ERS, back to non-ERS. We've got to save that battery as much as we can, because it's gonna be very crucial. We need it for the long straight. Like you see Yano just in non-ERS for the entire S section, so it shows us, it tells us what he's trying to do for the last lap. He wants maximum battery efficiency for this final run, and yeah, our job at the moment is to just try and stay as close as we can to Yano Otmere. It's gonna be very tight. It's gonna be very tight to see who wins this, but you see we just have so much more grip than him with his wing. But the difference is, we're about to see we don't gain much on the straight. So once again, he's probably stuck it into a medium battery setting. So we've got to try and stay as close as we can. You see we're lifting. I should have probably got a bit closer than I was now. But through this fast S section on the battery, once again, open up the DRS for the penultimate time of the race. Possibly the penultimate time. And you can see we're getting way closer to Yano Otmere, going into the final corner. Got to brake as late as we can, go clean around the outside. And you see we have not much room on the outside to not prevent the tire hook, so there's nothing where else we go. But you can see the gap is so close to the line.
Nice one.
3,000
Very lovely drive
to the line,
onto the next
and we win by the barest margin. And yeah, this was a great feeling. We won by the closest margin, I think, in F1 Simracing history. So nothing better feeling. But yeah, there was lots of course, stuff that happened after the race with the Red Bull guys. They were, you know, putting a lot of steerage reports in. I think one of the reasons why it wasn't a penalty was because Yano, there was not really much room on the outside, and unfortunately on this game itself, it's just impossible to not do it, because of course I had enough room. I deserved enough room on the outside. And it's just one of those corners where if you don't leave enough room, then it's inevitable. And understand why the stewards didn't give it anything, because simply it wasn't really anything. In the last corner also, he kind of understeered wide at the apex, which kind of hit my front left as well, which slowed me down, and that kind of caused what happened. So I think the stewards got it right, personally. Some people, of course, have their opinions, but at the end of the day, the stewards are the people that know it best. So they got the decision right, and yeah, we're the winner. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.